Don't do drugs. I mean, don't do drugs. Instead, do raw food. Relax. I'll explain. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Onyedika Emeroa of Cubic Healthcare Academy, a naturopathic doctor, meaning I am fully into natural medicine. And so we believe that we can rather use natural measures to treat. Actually, these are natural supplements. But I have a new discovery that I want to expose you to. And that is why I am shouting at you, advising you, you will thank me later, don't do drugs. Instead, do raw. Can you hear me? Okay. What I mean by doing raw, I want to give you a challenge. I want you to adjust your diet. And join me in this challenge. Make your diet 70% of raw food and 30% of cooked food. And you will look as handsome as I am. If I tell you that I'm up to 50, will you believe it? Relax, I'm joking. But I'm above 40. Above 40. Do I look 40? No. There must be something I'm doing. Okay? And that's the secret I want to share with you. I eat cooked food just once a day. Once a day. That's my in the recent months, I eat cooked food just once a day, and that is in the afternoon. Okay? So my breakfast are what? Raw food. When I mean raw food, I mean vegetables and fruits. Vegetables and fruits. Let your breakfast be vegetables and fruits. Let your dinner be vegetables and fruits. You can make your lunch cooked food. Okay? And if you do this for the next 30 days, you'll be surprised how many ailments that you have been suffering from, symptoms that you have been experiencing, that will disappear. Okay? Now let me explain it this way. There are a couple of things that I will advise you to do in order to have an healthy life. Okay? In order to live a healthy life. Okay? This video is just all about the secrets to healthy living. The secret to healthy living. Number one, make 70% of your food raw. I mean, make it more of vegetables and fruits. Okay? Number two is exercise. Exercise. When I mean exercise, I'm talking about aerobics. Aerobics. Okay? Things that will help your body to flex the muscles. Things that will help your body to flex the muscles. Do you know what? I'm talking about number two, exercise. Alright? Well, let me put it this way. Our circulatory system, or let me say, most diseases that we suffer from as humans are originally traceable to poor circulatory system. When there is a poor circulatory system, then the body may not receive adequate nutrients and oxygen. Alright, if the body is receiving adequate nutrients and oxygen, then the minerals and vitamins that need to get to every cell, tissue, organ of the body will receive it, and the body will stay in health. But when there is blockage due to high cholesterol or what have you, then there will be limitation in the supply of nutrients, required nutrients like vitamins. When we say vitamins, take note of the word vitamins. Vitamins means vital amino acid. Vital amino acid. Let's leave that one for another day. Minerals, trace elements that need to get to different parts of your body. Poor circulatory system makes it not possible for certain organs and tissues and cells of the body to receive such. But if there is a proper circulatory system, then the body will receive all that. Okay? And that is why exercise helps that. Now, that's number 2. Number 3 is the flexing of the lymphatic system. Let me put it this way. A proper circulation of the lymphatic system. A proper circulation of the lymphatic system. Do you know that what aids the circulatory system to function well is because there is a pump. The heart has a pump that pumps oxygen and nutrients and blood around the entire system. But do you realize that the lymphatic network, the lymphatic system, doesn't have a pump? It doesn't have a pump. It relies on the flexing of our muscles for the lymphatic fluid to go around our entire system. All over our body are lymphatic nodes, lymph nodes, where antibodies are deposited to fight foreign bodies that come into our bodies, into our system. I mean pathogens like bacteria, fungi, virus, and so on. All right? So if we are given to exercise, then we are able to flex our muscles. We are able to flex our muscles. Okay? Flex our muscles. And with this flexing of our muscles, the lymphatic network is properly circulating the lymph fluid to every part of the body and helps the body to stay in health. So you do raw food, you do exercise, then the third one is oxygenation. Oxygenation. Okay? Now what helps the body to carry out proper circulation is the intake of oxygen and the outflow of carbon dioxide. All right? Exercise helps that to happen. Every day you should be involved. Okay, let me not say every day, but let me give you this personal assignment. At least 3 times a week, be involved in an exercise that will cause you to take in deep breath. You get that? So you discover that by the time you are involved in aerobics, what I just demonstrated now, by the time you are involved in aerobic exercise, it gives room for you to be able to take in deep breath and breathe out carbon dioxide. All these work together for the circulatory, for the good of the circulatory system, for the good of the lymphatic system. Number 4, do not overeat. You know, we Africans, that's why we have big tummy. There are certain foods that we are eating that makes us addicted to it, and so we overeat. Do you know that there is a right time for the metabolism of the food that we eat? All right? So that's why I said do not overeat. If you overeat, when it is time for metabolism of the food, the energy that is allocated for the breakdown of the food is the same energy that is allocated for the assimilation of the food we eat into our body cells, so that we have divided attention. If more of the energy is going for the breakdown of the food we eat, then you will discover that there will be less time for assimilation of the food we eat. And that's why our body cells don't get proper assimilation. Just take the right quantity that is enough not to keep you hungry and make it your normal lifestyle, and then you will discover that it is easy for your metabolic system to function properly. Number 5, don't eat cooked food after 7 p.m. Don't eat cooked food after 7 p.m. All right? The idea, because it's towards the night time that assimilation of the food we eat takes place. All right? The idea is to, if possible, have a little sense of hunger when you are going to sleep, so that the energy that is coming out is going towards assimilating the food that we have eaten, and less energy is focused on breaking down of the food that we eat. Number 6, expose yourself to sunlight. Many of us do 9 to 5. We enter from AC car to our AC office, and hardly do we have access to sunlight, vitamin D, the one that comes out from 7 a.m. to, let's say, 10 or 11 a.m. They help generate certain enzymes that are needed for the body. They help the bones to absorb calcium. Calcium is one of the most abundant elements that the body needs, all right, to keep the body alkaline. If the body is sick, the body will be acidic. That's a talk for another day. But vitamin D3, we get it from the sun, helps our body to absorb calcium and does a lot of work. So expose your body as often as possible to the sunlight, and then your body can take in vitamin D3. Lastly, if you are the type that the nature of your job makes you to sit for long hours, I give you this assignment. If you sit for 1 hour, the moment is 1 hour, try and get up and move around. Try and get up, move around, flex your muscles so that there is proper circulation. Sedentary lifestyle is a pathway to sickness, and you don't want sickness for your body. So these are the few advice I will give you. Now, when I mean don't do drugs, these are herbal products, natural supplements. They are expensive. But do you know that if you focus on eating more of these raw foods, it is the same vitamins and minerals that has been packaged here that you would get from these raw foods. These raw foods have active enzymes that are easy to assimilate. Okay, so if you focus more on this, then your body will be able to assimilate this faster. But unfortunately, we have so many people who have lived a lifestyle that has compromised their health, and right now they are in critical stage. So if you are in such critical stage, then you have to do this herbal supplement. But for preventive measure, instead of getting to the stage where you have to survive by this supplement, this I am saying, I can be attacked by my colleagues because I'm spoiling market for them, but I'm telling you a free advice that if you don't have the money to do this, then make sure every day you are eating one form of vegetable, one form of fruit or the other. Just like the blood, the blood is key to our circulatory system and to our health, the same way, the green that you find in vegetables and fruits are the blood that you find in plants, and they are the antidotes to diseases in our body. The green, the chlorophyll that you find in the herbs, in the plants, in the vegetables, in the fruits, they are the antidotes to diseases in our body. So if you make it a habit to eat as much as 70% of your daily meal being all these herbs, plants and fruits, then you will be taking care of a lot of ailments in your body. It's going to release a lot of antioxidants into your body that will fight free radicals, okay, and prevent oxidation at different cells of your body. All right, so I will encourage you, not once in a while, every day, let fruits and vegetables be the majority of the food you eat. Okay, let it be the majority of the food you eat, especially when you are aging. You know why I will say so? I have this image here. Okay, now this is the thyroid gland, this is the thymus gland. All right, when you are at infant stage, when you are born, the thymus gland is very large. And it is a training center for the T cells. The T cells has to do with the lymphocytes that are used to fight pathogens in the body. They come from the bone marrow and they are sent to the thymus gland, and they are trained there and sent to the lymphatic nodes all over the body in order to fight pathogens. All right. Now, as we age, this thymus gland begins to get smaller. It begins to experience what we call atrophy. It begins to shrink. As at 65, it's almost gone. In fact, at age 75, you don't have a thymus gland anymore. All it is, they are all replaced with what we call fat. All right, just fatty cells. So, do you know what that means? It means the immune system is more vulnerable. So, where do they get the antibodies, the antioxidants to fight pathogens in the body? You now get it easy from eating vegetables, fruits, okay? You get it more from there. That is why I say, and I give you that assignment, make 70% of your meal raw foods, nuts, nuts, raw food basically. In my next social video, I will tell you more kind of raw foods that you can take. But I will advise you, instead of settling for drugs, I would rather advise you to settle for raw food, and you will thank me later.